Welcome back to Sovereign Moves. Today, we're diving deep into the latest global strategies. Remember to like and subscribe for more insights.
All right, listen closely. What you're about to hear is not just news. This is intelligence. A sovereign move that unfolded while everyone else was looking the other way. This is the India-New Zealand sovereign play. While the world was watching the Sensex bleed, a massive shift in global power just happened at Bharat Mandapam. You see, on April 27th, India and New Zealand didn't just sign a trade deal. No. They executed a move that strategically compromises one of the West's most exclusive intelligence clubs, the Five Eyes. That's the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. With this deal, following pacts with Australia and the UK, India has now deeply embedded itself within 3 of the 5 members. This isn't trade. It's a strategic siege. So let's break down the play, the Bharat Mandapam Gambit. This wasn't about commerce. It was about forging a new axis of power. Look, this is so much more than a trade deal. It is a calculated, strategic move to build resilient, independent networks right in the heart of the Indo-Pacific. It's a deliberate diversification away from all the global uncertainties we're seeing everywhere else. Now, for the part of the strategy that went viral, and for very good reason, we need to talk about the hidden gambit here. The 5,000 visa backdoor. 5,000. That's the number. And you might think, that sounds small, but in the global war for talent, it's not about volume. It's about precision. This is a surgical strike. This is the Temporary Employment Entry, or TEE visa. Now think about this. While Canada is slamming its doors shut and the US is stuck in H-1B backlogs for decades, New Zealand just opened a backdoor. For 5,000 of India's best and brightest, this is a golden ticket. It's the new Great Migration. And look at the precision here. This isn't some random lottery. It targets the exact sectors India wants to project globally. We're talking IT, engineering, healthcare. But notice the soft power play. Ayush practitioners, yoga instructors, Indian chefs. This is a cultural and economic pipeline being built in real time. And here's the long game. 4 years of post-study work rights for PhDs. See, they aren't just attracting today's talent. They're embedding the next generation of innovators deep inside a friendly ecosystem. This is a brain drain being strategically redirected. Just listen to the language from New Zealand's own trade minister, the strongest relationship that I have ever known. In the world of diplomacy, that is not transactional trade talk. That is the language of a deep strategic alignment. It's alliance building disguised as a simple commerce deal. Okay, let's zoom out. How do all these individual moves create an economic advantage, an unbreachable one? Well, it's about building a fortress. A fortress is defined by its walls. And the most critical part of this deal is what India protected. Look at the sectors completely excluded. Dairy, sugar, key agricultural products. All of it off the table. This shows you who had the power in the negotiation room. This was about protecting domestic giants like Amul and millions of Indian farmers. It was a sovereign power play. What you're looking at is not just fine print. It's the architecture of a meticulously planned economic defense. You see phased eliminations for products New Zealand wants to sell, giving Indian industry time to adapt. But for India's protected sectors, hard red lines. No concessions, ever. Every single detail was calculated for maximum advantage. 70%, right from day one. That's the percentage of Indian goods that will enter New Zealand completely duty-free. That is massive market access. And who gets to benefit from that 70%? Sectors that employ millions of people. Leather, textiles, pharma. It's a direct shot in the arm for India's core industries. But here's the real strategic genius the mainstream missed. This creates a bypass around Europe's looming carbon tax, the CBAM. By routing goods through a neutral partner, India can sidestep huge economic barriers. New Zealand just became a strategic gateway. $20 billion. That's the number you need to remember. This is the war chest. It's New Zealand's 15-year investment commitment into Indian manufacturing and infrastructure. This isn't just money. This is capital aligning with a sovereign vision. The official goal they're talking about is doubling trade to $5 billion. But you need to understand, that's just the public baseline. The real objective, the sovereign objective, is so much bigger. So let's connect all the dots. The geopolitical gambit, the talent pipeline, the economic fortress. This is the end game. So what happens Monday morning? Well, the market is always the last to know. The intelligence always precedes the price action. Always. The core thesis is this, and it's simple. The historic path to wealth and power is shifting. It is moving from the Atlantic, and it is moving to the Indo-Pacific. This deal is just another waypoint on that new map. The sovereign moves are happening all around you. We see them before the markets have any idea what's going on. That's the intelligence advantage. We are 957 miles away from our next milestone. If you want to see the moves before they happen, you need to subscribe now. Stay sovereign.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights.